All right, here we go. Forward on fours. 4-link time. As promised. Of course, you got a dirty frame, but we're getting ready to cut the plates out on the C notches, you know. So we have the C notches in. We got extra bolts in there for another future plan coming. Right here, I cut and tacked in the 3/16 plate. We're getting that put in right. Now I have the lower 4-link bar mounts attached to the frame. Right here, I'm looking at, lining up the rear end, getting everything set together. And let me tell you, measuring this thing, you have to measure this thing 50 million times. So I don't know if it's the first time me doing it, I'm not a pro. We had to measure it 50 million times to get it correct. But I ended up getting it right. I'd rather do that, more than not, often than not. So we got that shit together. So, but yeah, you're about to see the rest here in a second.
Well, you ain't gonna be able to put the AC compressor.
Fucking Dodge. But this is a Ford. Yeah, boy, I almost got it ready. Boy, look at that. Bars look nice. Rear end's level. As I'm gonna get in this crooked ass flow, got it all tacked in. Uh-oh, 4-link is halfway there. I got a 2-link. I'll be analyzing this video while I'm on the toilet. No, I'm just bullshit. This ride height gonna come higher. But right now I just got it set. Before I set the bottom bars, I'm gonna level it up. So I'm gonna lower the frame down. Pinion in the center. What? Yeah, not bad for a novice. Now watch, I get down, I get it in the car, just driving. I'm like, hey, we going down the road in circles. We gonna get out of here. A lot of work done today. Everything's tacked in. I got a lot more welding to do, but at least I got the bulk of it tacked in and everything even where I want it to be at. So, so on the popping tomorrow. Might stay on tomorrow and finish up the top, folks. So right here's the next day. I'm still, I get out here, get measured it out and stuff like that. Getting ready to lay the top bars down to start the angles, make sure all the angles are the right degrees and stuff like that. Which is a pain in the butt because I had to move those brackets 3 or 4 times. So I finally get both of them in. 4-link is in. And boy, let me tell you, it was a pain in the butt. I think I must have cut them off and tacked and welded them 30 times to get them to the right angles and stuff that needed to be. But trying to line them up. Right now I haven't adjusted the pinion angle yet. I'm just mainly trying to get everything together into the right spot to where it all fits correctly within the wheel well. Like I said, you end up moving those top angle bars like 20 times. I don't know. It was crazy, but like I said, I'm new to this. I'm just novice. Any questions or anything you guys can tell me, any advice, I will gladly accept it. Because all this stuff got to come right back out once I did it. So I tacked everything else in there together, and the stuff has to come out. And I already took the swap out up front, getting ready to redo all of that and get back on these plates and panels in the back. So at this point, feeling a little overwhelmed, but that's okay. I was feeling very happy and satisfied with where I was at. I'm going to articulate it here soon and let it down, and then see how that goes. All right. Now, here I'm ready to articulate it. I'm ready to let it down and make sure it doesn't bind. And this is where I wanted to cry almost, but I think I was okay. You both seeing it at the same time. Yeah, it's good. It just came on her jackson. Cut the radius move. Back forward. Okay, cool. All right, so I have to get the bags in to really see it. But no binding. No binding. Everything looks good. Everything's tight. I go to show you how much the rear end moves when you back and forward the tire on the 4-link. Pinion stays pretty much the same. You know, I got to really jack down right now. Like this is like slam, like almost. Like maybe 2 fingers for the bump stop. All right. Let's get him back up there. All right, now this is after I almost had the damn heart attack. I had to do some adjusting. I had to take off that passenger sidebar and readjust it. So I ended up taking the passenger sidebar off and retacking it again, squaring up the tube in this big square 2x4 tube in the back. I end up abandoning that idea. That was a bad idea. I ended up abandoning it because I was like, I want to kind of make it a little different. I had something going on in my brain that I thought was actually going to work, and it would have worked, but it would have cost more maintenance, more I guess cantilever type thing in the back to make it work like I wanted to. So here I'm thinking about putting the bags underneath the frame rail because I'm having stops, because I'm not laying frame, so I'm having stops to go underneath the bottom of the rear end, under the control arms right here under the C notches. So I changed that up, but like I said, I had to adjust that top, or should I say passenger side upper bar, because it was tweaking my rear end sideways a little bit. But this right here is like max ride height. The bags explode like 10.5 inches. They go up. So measuring that height, I'll see where my max would be. But like I said, I want this rear end to look constantly tucked, even if it's max right height. But when it comes down, I want to slam like down. So that's the reason why I was trying to do it this way. But like I said, I ended up abandoning this idea and going with a whole nother different aspect of it. Even though I think this one would probably been stronger as far as strength-wise, laterally across the frame. But with my rear pinion centered, I kind of wanted to, like I said, centered. I wanted to keep my pinion centered because I hate not having that forward, made that offset pinion center. I didn't like that. So that was the main reason why I did my rear end the way I did it. You know, I wanted it centered into the frame. So, but I'm sitting here debating on what I want to do. I got everything squared off, the triangles, everything was great. I did all this other stuff. And you're about to see in the next clip of the idea I had, and that's just a trash idea. It was garbage. We're not doing that. So as you can see, I got the brackets on the back right here. I welded the brackets. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, nope, changed my mind, flipped them upside down, put them on the back side, of course, because that didn't work like I wanted to. Bags only go up 10 or 11 inches, extended. So I was going to do like a cantilever from the bottom of the bag to the bottom of the shock mount in the back, and mount some shocks in another location. But as you can see, I bolted in, I put it in, I kind of liked it. I kind of liked where it was, but I just didn't like having the fabricated cantilever type system or bar system to the back of the rear end, it'll be torching against the functioning of the rear end. So that ended up changing as well. But it was a learning experience, to say the least, doing my first 4-link on this F100. But you know, you live and you learn. So that cantilever system right there is what I'm showing. It would have been a system coming from the back of those 3 bolts, making a plate and like a lead system to hook to that, to be able to separate the frame notch from that. But you can see, horrible idea. And that's another picture of the most horriblest idea probably ever thought about in this truck. And bam, I changed it. So I took those brackets, cut them down, put them on the inside, put them on the axles because I had no room because I shortened my axle. To 48 inches. So I don't have the room as a normal F100. And here we are. That's the damn offset braces not fitting. So as you can see, here we are, this completed product, should I say, blah. So if you like what you see, like and subscribe, man. Hit the dang on bell notification. Help me out. I'm trying to do something here. But yeah, that's everything's together so far. So this is all preemptive work. And I got the temporary bags in now, and they go up and articulate just like the example I did with the manual jack. So got good distance between each side, so my rear end is straight. Measured 400 million times on every different things. I just lost count on how many times I measured, but yeah, there it is, folks. Like and subscribe. Ruckus got a BBL with a faux link. Now hopefully I don't go down the road and the damn faux link just collapse on my ass and blow out the ass end and everything else. But if it does, I did it. I did it myself, damn it. So it is what it is. But yeah, this bracket that I was looking there, I bolted that in because I was like, nah, son. I had some other plans for that, but you'll see that later in future videos. But yeah, it articulates, and I'm happy with that. So it is what it is. So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, please. This is Ford on Fords. And enjoy the progression of this truck. And I appreciate all the help and subscriptions and everything else. Like I said, Ford on Fords, we out. Peace.